You are now listening to No Dumb Idea. No Dumb Idea. No Dumb Idea.
You are now listening to No Dumb Idea.
Let me see. Left, down, spin. Frick. Dala, can you help me out with this? I keep forgetting, what the combo is.
combo?
Yeah, I can't get the jump combo to get over this gap. Is it like dash, left, jump?
I think you want to like stub your toe in between the buttons. I think that's the part you're probably missing.
Okay.
Toe stub.
Stub my toe. Like what else? I know there's something else that's in there. Gibbledang. Do you know?
Yeah, so, yeah, I think we should definitely try plugging in the controller first. That might help things out.
That makes
There we
sense.
go.
See, my older sibling taught me how to play this game, and that's how they always told me how to play it. So
Classic.
that was
Nice.
that's,
Makes sense.
I guess when I'm player one, I should be controller in. I guess that's how that works. Okay.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm one step closer to them leaderboards, baby. One step closer to the first step's the biggest step.
Oh no, yeah. I will say it is wild when you would win a match with your brothers.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's so true.
When you got good enough to win somehow.
Oh, for me and my sisters, it was Mario Kart. That was the big one where, as soon as you were able to beat like them and our cousins, were also competitive at it. The original N64 one. It caused fights.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I laughed
welcome.
just 'cause- yeah.
Yeah, welcome back to No Dumb Idea. I'm GymleaderNate, and join my two lovely co-hosts.
Tired Dala.
And
Tired,
night.
Dala.
Sleepy Gibbledang.
Late night with
Sleepy
No Dumb
Gibbs. No Dumb Idea at night. That's right. We're bringing you late at night talks. And what do people late at night love to be doing? Why are people up all night when they shouldn't be? They're playing
Let's find
video
out.
games. They're playing games.
Okay. We know already.
Why have I stayed up multiple times this week when I really shouldn't have? I was playing Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Wow.
You know, it's just it be the games. So we're going to talk about games, and specifically, I want to go through because back when we during another episode, I brought up during our hot takes episode.
Oh yeah.
I brought up shooters, and I felt like while we were talking about it, it felt like there was a lot more ground to cover when it comes to looking at different kinds of games and genres of games, and really what stands out and what has always been memorable about those genres to us. And so, without further ado, I feel like right away I want to jump back in and talk about shooters again.
Your
I
favorite
do.
genre?
My favorite
I
genre,
can't-
notably
obviously, you know.
my
Notoriously.
yeah, my bread and butter.
Oh, totally. I think when we did the Mountain Rushmore episode, you said, and we had video game genres, you said shooters 4 times.
Oh, yeah.
That was it.
Shooters, and shooters. Yep,
Yeah.
that's all that's on.
You're
the
like
Mount
third
Rushmore.
person, first person, top down, and just the general. You know, get some variety in that.
That's true. You still need some variety within your shooter. You know, sci-fi shooter, cowboy shooter.
That's a rare one, but no, it's a good one.
I mean, it's like. Anyways,
Yeah, is that where should we begin?
for me, a big one at the beginning of me playing a shooting game was GoldenEye for the N64.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Gibbledang won't relate to this as much because I think Gibbledang was not a Nintendo household in the early days.
Yeah. Well, yeah. We didn't really have a whatchamacallit N64.
The Nintendos.
Yeah, the Nintendo.
But we had the
Nintendo Suite.
We had Game Boys. We were a big Game Boy household, but not consoles.
Yeah, so it's like that was the multiplayer on GoldenEye was a big one for me.
Yeah, same.
To me, it was such a fun experience. So silly. God, back when you could have a game where it's like, oh yeah, this is a spy game. This is like as realistic as we can get it right now, and like it's bloody and there's shooting, but you can make them have bobbleheads if you want to. Like I miss
mode,
that.
yeah.
I miss those types of things in video games where it's just like the whole entire game is like Metal Gear Solid does this beautifully. Where like everything is completely serious, and then like you can unlock some crazy silly mode where all of a sudden like people are like stuffed animals or some shit. There's
a remake coming out soon, right?
It already is out.
Snake Eater is out. Yeah,
I saw a clip of
pretty
this
good
guy walking up to Snake in disguise, and he's just like, "Hey, how are you?" And then he just grabs his dick. He's like, "You're not Snake, or you're not somebody." Yeah.
What?
I don't remember that.
I gotta find
I
it.
don't get the
Because it
bit.
sounds funny.
I gotta find it. It looks crazy.
Yeah, I'm like, that does not. Yeah, Snake Eater's good. I was like, to go back to GoldenEye real quick, that's wild that the online component of GoldenEye, or not online, multiplayer, I mean, was like a last minute addition. Like that wasn't even supposed to be in it, and it was one of those things that was like added by the I think the game developers like just put it in like the last minute because they were like, oh, we kind of find it fun, and it blew up, and that's kind of where modern day multiplayer like game in general probably, at least for shooters,
It
for sure.
changed the world.
Like without that game, and that's the first game to have headshots. Like that's where like different parts of the body got shot and different damage values were given per where you're shot. So
Is that real? Wait, is that for real?
Yeah. Yep. It's the first you could do headshots in that game.
That's the first one.
Unless there's some like stupid DOS thing that like no one knows about, but like before that, Doom, you just aim in the general direction, and like there's like a ray casting. We'll see, is there an enemy in the direction you hit?
I think it was the
the
first game with Rumble featured too.
Yeah,
probably.
Man, the headshot system is so funny. Being able to like walk, like breeze through that game because you can just walk up like to the guards and just bang bang and just drop them both. Like the aiming system is like really easy to just kind of like intuit
like
so that it just auto aims.
You aim up a little like with the C stick, and then you're just walk around and just get close enough and bam bam.
Yep, boom boom, done. Now Gibbledang.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, Gibbledang, what was like the first shooting type game you dug your teeth into?
Probably a Black Ops, honestly, or a Call of Duty.
Yeah.
I would play the online multiplayer stuff with my friends after high school, and I think my favorite out of all of those, and the main reason that I played through all of those games was for the zombies. So that was always my bread and butter. But shooter, like I never even played any of the other like type like Modern Warfare or any of the other Call of Duties. Halo, I played them for like to be social with my friends, but I never really liked. I don't know, it's like too clunky for me.
Sure.
Interesting. I'm like, I don't know. That's so interesting because I feel like it's so. That's the next step right after GoldenEye of like what led to gaming.
Yeah, and then what else do I not like? Gears of War.
Gears of War. Yeah, you hate that.
I was never. I admittedly, when that was popular, I didn't have an Xbox, and I had to play on friends. But when I would play at friends' houses, I was always like, "This isn't fun." Like I don't know. I was not having a good time. It might have been. It was probably a skill issue too. But yeah, Gears of War was. I agree. That was never it for me. Halo. I did not get into Halo like online until Halo 3, until Reach.
I-
Nice.
Yeah, that was a game I played to be social. Like whenever my friends wanted to play, I would play, but it wasn't necessarily a game that I would play on my own. I'd be like, "Oh, I'm gonna
never
beat
sought out.
Halo and play through the campaign." Like, nah.
Yeah.
I miss those are so good. Yeah,
Those are
just
like
neither
it's
the
funny
Halo-
because those were like winter break games for me.
Mhm.
Like the like a new Halo game or like a new Assassin's Creed game back in the day when I was in high school. Like that is always what
Christmas
I remember them
noob.
as. Is like those are the game I try to. They're Christmas new. You try to beat the whole
Mhm.
thing before school starts again. That way you don't have to be interrupted.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was like the Halo games, like especially, are just like so nostalgic for me because, like, I mean, they were big growing up, and I feel like the big thing was like so Halo would come out, you get it day one, you beat it that night, like you stay up all night with your friends, to, co-op, and then
I
you
do
play a
know
bunch of
people did that.
multiplayer.
Yeah.
It's and I think that's like a big part of the nostalgia. And again, it's like one of the first. It's funny because it's like I was saying, like GoldenEye, I think was like walked so Halo could run, so we can get to where shooters are now for the most part.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like it's
Where did we go wrong?
and where did we go wrong? Monetization.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god.
That's where
Counter-Strike proving that you can create an entire marketplace around collectibles within a shooting game.
Yeah.
Entire economy.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know. That's probably where it went wrong, personally. But
Yeah. So then the real question is, 2025, right now,
Mhm.
everything available, anything you play, what is your favorite shooter? Like, if you were to sit down and play a shooter right now, what would it be?
A shooter. You know, specifically, I only really play shooters for zombies. I think it would be
Right.
like Call
Yeah.
of Duty
Are you
4?
counting Resident Evils in this too?
No, that's not
Ooh.
a shooter.
I'm gonna say no. You just have access to
Okay.
guns in the
Yeah.
game, but it's
I
not
mean,
really a shooter.
There are shooter Resident Evil though, shooter games too, but those ones are usually bad.
Yeah.
I'd say shooters for the most part are games where the gun combat is the major focus and optimization of the game.
First person shooter, I
Yeah.
assume, because
Yeah, it's
literally
just-
everything we talked about was like either first person or over the shoulder.
Yeah,
Or
it's
third,
mostly
yeah.
first, but some.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about Gradius or R-Type right here.
I don't know what that is. But yeah,
Hmm.
probably not Resident Evil, probably Black Ops 4.
Nice. How about you, Dala?
I mean, honestly, it's tough to pick. Like, I probably said the most recent shooter FPS that I loved is Doom Eternal. It's like one of the only other games like that, and Doom 2016, like the newer ones at least, that like the newest stuff that I've played. Fun enough, like the other day they released. I've been playing a lot of older ones. Like they released a bundle of Hexen and Heretic, which is a Doom clone from the 90s, but you have your wizards and barbarians, and like you shoot magic, and you have
now we're
stat.
talking.
Like it's literally, yeah. I mean, you
That's
might like
cool.
it. I don't know. It's literally a Doom clone, but I think Heretic is the second one, and that one you get to choose like from like 3 classes that have like some slight variation. It's fun. It's cool.
Is that your pick?
So, no, but I'm
Oh.
saying like I play more old shit now still.
I see,
Like
I
I don't.
see.
That's why I'm like, yeah, sorry, like it's getting side tangent, but like
No, you're good.
That's why Doom Eternal would probably be my go-to. A second runner-up, maybe one of the Ratchet and Clank games, if those count. But I don't know. They're kind of platformer shooters. I don't know. It's
Dude,
like
Ratchet and Clank
it's-
count when they do center around making new guns.
it's literally about you upgrade your gun, but it's also like half platformer.
I feel like that's an
why I feel
Action
runner-up.
adventure game.
Yeah, adventure / platformer. Yeah, that's true.
So then yeah, I'll do Doom.
That's an interesting cross, though. It's
Doom.
like,
That's all, I mean, like it's probably all relative, really. But I
Yeah.
don't know. I mean, I guess tell me if I'm wrong, which I am.
no, I think you're right. It is.
I
all
was just
relative.
correct me if I'm wrong, essentially.
I would say, for me, it was gonna have to. See,
I'm curious.
this is weird. Honestly, it would still probably be just like Overwatch If I were to really
Okay.
want to just sit down and play something real quick, something that I know I'll have some fun in. Overwatch, people whine about it all the time, but mostly that's people who are Overwatch fans, who are super into it, who are now super upset. But as a pure casual player,
You're
still
like,
a fun
I don't
game
care.
to boot up. Yeah, if I'm gonna play
Oh,
a shooter, still a fun game to boot up.
My mentality with shooters is they're arcade games, just they might have a story or component
And in
they're
Overwatch, you don't got to worry about a story at all
and
because
yeah,
they
that's all.
didn't make one. They made the second game and just forgot.
They just figured, why pay money for that? Or why put money and time in that?
Yeah, they're like, we can ship it. We know they'll still buy it.
Yeah, they'll pay double for the same game they've already have, essentially.
Yep. Although, if you had Overwatch, did I have to buy Overwatch 2?
Yeah.
Check your credit card. I don't know, or your bank.
It's basically, it was because basically it's if you Overwatch became free eventually.
Yeah, I'm more of a Battleborn
And I
guy
bought
myself, so
and I bought it for $60. And so they made it so that because Overwatch 1 became a free to play game, if you bought Overwatch 1, you upgraded it to Overwatch 2. And that's what I did.
Also, I just remembered Titanfall 2 exists, so I'll make that my number 2.
Ooh.
Because that one, so good. That one, I love playing online, too. So, at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So good. Fucking hell.
Respawn.
Wish they'd make a third
Pretty
one.
pretty good developers.
Yeah, then I get short end of the stick every time, but shafted often, but whatever.
Pretty much every time.
Yeah.
All right, so we briefly touched on it, but now, platformers. Love to talk about platformers, especially because I'm playing one right now and playing Donkey Kong Bonanza, and it's fantastic.
Hell yeah.
Ooh and banana, let me tell you.
Ooh woo and banana.
Ooh woo banana. Yeah, they took everything they did good about Odyssey and were like, well, why don't we just put all those same type of great things about Odyssey platforming into Donkey Kong. Only the added feature is you can destroy the whole world.
Yeah. That's so funny.
So you can just break everything. When I first started playing, it took me so long to start actually doing the story because I was just smashing stuff for hours. Yeah. And then eventually I got bored with smashing and I started doing the actual story. But I still get caught in it sometimes. And the game rewards you. So it's you'll see a giant mound of weird material. And you're like, I wonder what's in the middle of that. And you hollow the thing out and you find more bananas in the inside. And you're like, okay,
nice.
So this is going to pay off, so I'm going to do this all the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, what's a big platformer for you?
Definitely Mega Man X. That's got to be my go-to. Just the scaling, the actual combat, finding secret stuff. It's just so it hits all the perfect notches. That one, and then I believe it's X4 as well. In that one, you can unlock 0, or you could just start as 0 right off the bat. But yeah, those I think between Mega Man X and Mega Man 4 or 5, it's just exponential growth. They just get better and better. Yeah, after that, that's great for a single player experience. I think the best thing for multiplayer is, I get Mario's classic, but I've always been a Rayman Legends, Rayman Origins,
so good.
Insane. Or the Lego games. I guess those are kind of platformers too. Not really, actually.
That's true.
Not really.
Well,
they're puzzle adventure games. They're not platformers.
Puzzle, yeah, more puzzle.
Not
right?
much not enough jumping, probably.
But yeah,
yeah, exactly.
Rayman and Mega Man X.
God, they need to put Rayman in Smash Brothers so bad.
I remember a developer interview where he accidentally said Rayman instead of Pac-Man, and everyone went crazy, myself included.
Huh.
Interesting. It's a weird mistake, but
Yeah, that's a rough
Not
mistake.
really. Rayman, Pac-Man.
Big difference.
sure.
What about you?
For me, yeah, I was to say, I grew up with the Donkey Kong Country trilogy, the original. It's still my favorite
Banana.
game ever. I think it's just like it's just beautifully animated in a weird not cel shaded, pre-rendered. Like I don't know, I always found it really really pretty. It really made me wonder, like with a lot of creation, like a lot of creative art stuff, like with Donkey Kong Country, because of the pre-rendered part. Sorry, I'm like rambling because I'm tired, but I have because of the pre-rendered nature of it, it would always make me wonder, like in the background, like what's beyond those trees, or like what's there, or like there's like a hole, like a cave or something, like in the background,
right?
And just kind of like how the map looked too. I mean, Mario has maps as well, like overworld map, but the map did seem cohesive with like the type of level too, so it always made it feel like it was super fleshed out, and like the world felt lived in. And then just game design wise, I like really learned, not that I do games, but just in general, it's like, it really taught me a lot of like stuff, even with like structure, like story structure, or like with just art, where Donkey Kong Country, what I love, and I feel like other platformers do it, but it's DKC in series really is what made me recognize that, when you're teaching a mechanic, you set the player up in a situation where they can do they can learn the mechanic without dying. And then you introduce, okay, now there's pits, so you could die, but, and then here's that mechanic, like, later in that level, like, to the most extreme, and it, like, builds off, and I love, and, like, there's, like...
It had good intuitive learning.
Like, I think there's, DKC2, there's, like, the woodsy area where the mechanic is there's a wind that can make you jump further, or also impede your jumping, because it's if it going with or without you,
Right.
And at first it's like it fluctuates left and it fluctuates right, and so you have to just, and like you need it to jump to make like a higher jump. So, but like if you don't make it, you just land in like a little pit and then you just jump back out, and so it's like, okay, you get the flow of that, and then it's like, now here's with barrels, and then here's like the wind, it's just, I loved the way that it did that, and it just really teaches the player, and it's like what you do is like, it taught me like kind of like these beats, and like with any story or creativity kind of in general.
I feel like that's very unique to like platformers, where how they teach you like the mechanics of each level and each new challenge is a huge marker of like good platformer games. Is how they handle teaching you. Because that was one of my biggest gripes with Yuka and Laylee when I tried to play that game, is like it just kind of gives you a mechanic, and then it says go try and use it places, see what happens. And it's like
it's counting on you,
and none of it felt very
counting
good.
on you having already
and
played
like,
the Banjo-Kazooie games. That's why.
Yeah, and even then it's I haven't played Banjo-Kazooie for like decades, so I went to play this, and I was like, what is going on?
I will say, I think a big component too is with DKC, it's a 2D platformer. There's not too many buttons. Like, you're gonna hit all the buttons and figure it out. There's no like where like nowadays. You remember there's like that era of like Xbox and PS3 when they were like, here's your controller input, and it would just be like a loading screen, and it's like A's jump, B's, like it would point to where everything, and it's like, the fuck, there's so much shit here. I have to like learn all this, like where it's like a platformer. You're just like Mega Man, like, you just start running and you're like, oh, this button shoots. Okay. Oh, I can't climb this wall. Oh, I hit the like wall and I start sliding. Oh, what happens if I do that and I jump? Oh, I can wall climb. It's like you can like figure shit out if you're like, I don't know, like, just by trial and error, where like now there's too many buttons, 3D, there's too much things. You need tutorials a lot of the times.
Yeah, you know what it is for me? A platformer takes the cake if I really want to sit down and play one. This time N64 is what I would sit down and play. It's not just a reminiscent one. Straight up Kirby Crystal Shards for the N64.
All
great
those Kirby
game.
games are great.
Yeah.
Early Kirby, Fire. Like, if you haven't played it, I highly recommend on a emulator or something, giving one of those a try.
Yeah.
But whew.
That one, I loved the combo ability, like
combining two different elements to like make
a
new forms. Genius.
So smart. Yeah,
Inspired.
I don't think it's came back.
What platform?
Has it have? Yeah, they haven't used it.
What was it on?
No.
Oh, this is N64 again.
I see. Classic.
Yeah, I will say that because Kirby does that a lot, where it will do. Here's the mechanic of this game, and then you'll never see that mechanic again, which is fine. But it's just like, oh man, that was fun. You know?
You mean he's not made of yarn anymore?
No.
Unfortunately, Yoshi was for a minute, but
yeah, it keeps happening.
It's like too.
It's like an illness.
The disease. Yeah.
The plague. The
Well,
yard
Kirby
plague.
gave it to Yoshi.
Yardvid.
Yeah.
True.
He ate him, and then
when he
sucked
spat
him
out,
up.
he got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he gave it to Marcus Phoenix, funny enough.
Oh.
Just kidding. Yard
All right.
of War.
So, next one I think we should talk about is going to be... I was thinking about this for a while, and I think horror games should be just its own dedicated genre, even though there's lots of, like, play styles to horror
dedicated
games.
Wham.
Yeah,
that's
but it should have its own dedicated wham.
It's fair.
Yeah, and I think, it's going to include a lot of things, choice-making games, shooting games,
Sure.
Walking simulators.
Adventure, walking simulators, yeah. So
Yeah.
what do you think,
Point and click.
when it comes to horror, I think that's a good question too. It's like, I have a feeling that Gibbledang is going to go in the Silent Hill direction here. Or, Resident Evil direction here. Yeah. Resident Evil.
Whoa.
But, like, what makes horror games for you, especially as two people who have seen a lot of horror movies, like, what makes a horror game for you, like, really vibe, and, like, what kind of style playing is, like, what is it that hits?
So, Resident Evil 2 definitely is my favorite. My favorite horror game for sure. And the first one's great as well. But yeah, I think the resource management, the tone, atmosphere, the mystery of it all as well. Like, how come this is all going down? Suspense. I feel like I've come to the realization too that I feel more scared playing games than I do watching movies now. And I think it's just the level of being able to feel the tension and kind of putting yourself in the place of the character you're playing as or whatever. I think it might be the resource management that really does it for me. That makes it just the stakes feel much more higher.
Yeah. When I was playing Resident Evil 2 with you, you were pointing out how much, like, how valuable these things that we, like, picked up were because of just, like, they don't put, it's not like a Mario game where it's just everything's covered in pickup items, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, you gotta utilize what you get because you're gonna need it. Yeah.
Or get good and you can dodge everything.
Same thing with Silent Hill 2.
I mean, isn't that all games?
Playing that one right now.
Was that?
Silent Hill 2.
Yeah, that was good.
Oh, I just said, isn't that all games?
Yeah.
Just get good.
True.
You don't need potions.
You don't need nothing. Yeah, true.
For me, I'm gonna go next this time, Dala. Got you.
Damn.
I'm gonna say I really liked Until Dawn.
Oh yes. Good one. Such
That's
a fun
fun.
one.
I genuinely had such a fun time playing that game.
It's the
I
best
watched
one of those too.
Best movie too.
Like of that genre. The movie is
I haven't seen the
such
movie.
a weird one. I saw it.
didn't
It's fucking weird.
bother.
I saw it with the people that that played Until Dawn with because they were like, "Hey, it's a movie," and I'm like, "Yeah, fuck it, let's throw it on." It's weird how it's not that at all, but
Yeah.
it's entertaining enough, funny, But go on, sorry.
I was gonna say also,
amazing.
like, The Quarry, I haven't played. I watched someone else play that one.
That one's good, but
Very
not as
cool,
good.
but I like Until Dawn a lot. So that'd probably take it for my horror game experience. Because I would say a lot of the horror games I've played are all very story, less action.
You know, it's funny. My friends were talking about doing a trip to Tahoe, and I was thinking, like, oh, it would be fucking great to, like, during the snow. So I was like, it would be great to bring Until Dawn and play that there. Like, that would be perfect.
That's true.
But
oh, man.
That's not the group of friends for it, unfortunately. But, yeah.
That'd be spooky.
Yeah.
What about you, Donna?
Yeah, I was gonna say, for me, like, what
Silent
do I look
Hill?
for in a horror? I mean, yeah, it'd probably be one of the Silent Hills. I mean, realistically, it'd probably be PT.
Ooh.
Oh, that was
Which is just-
crazy.
Because that's, like, the one thing. It's, like, an hour long. I've showed as many people as I physically could just because I loved how, like... And that's what's so, like... like, my favorite horror games are the ones that actually scare me. I also, like, whether that's through resource management or just, like hordes of zombies or creatures or whatever, or just, like, genuinely being scary. Like, the original OG Silent Hill 1, like as, growing up, like, I remember playing that and actually scaring the hell out of me, and, like, I could only play it in small chunks because I would just be so scared.
Oh
and
my
like
god, yeah.
the thing that, because I played it when I was in high school, so it was, like, you know, way after, like, graphics were, like, I think we were at PS3 already, so but the graphics being what they were actually made it more creepy because you're, like, you can't decipher what I'm looking at. There's, like, the more unknown. They really did it, like, and I don't see this enough anymore either, is they used a lot of, like, I guess like, fog, you know, to kind of hide things, because, like, at the time it was like, we need to load shit, like,
Right.
you know, like, but there was such darkness and fog that you genuinely can't see more than, like, a few feet in any direction, like,
Probably took a lot of load off of the game, so they could
Oh,
only have
totally.
to render stuff in that's already really close.
Yeah, and I'm like, it's just, I'm surprised that most games don't do that. Like, none of them really do that, like, to that degree at least, like, anymore. I'm actually super stoked for Silent Hill F, which is out next week at the time of recording.
Silent Hill.
Yeah.
Silent Hill?
That one's sweet.
Silent Hill.
Silent Hill.
Yeah.
Oh, is that next
Nice.
week, really?
Sylph. Yep.
God damn. Yeah, you play as
That's
a
pretty sick. That's pretty sick.
little Japanese girl.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, looks cool. I've heard good things, so I know, like, Chronos came out too. I think is, like, the one from the guys that remade Silent Hill 2 made a different game, but I was like, I'll get to that eventually. I don't know. I need to see some reviews first, but I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah. All right. Moving on. Next one that I want to talk about is RPGs. So, RPGs is a pretty big genre now. I feel like it's been done in a lot of different ways, especially considering all the different styles of JRPGs and Western RPGs. So, for y'all, what do you think is, like, the biggest example of an RPG you would sit down and play?
I mean, right off the bat, it's Baldur's Gate 3 for me. It's got everything you need, everything that could introduce someone into...
It's so crazy.
Into every other kind of RPG, and even tabletop RPGs. You got character customization, you got so much different dialogue options and choices to make, you know. It's so what is it called when you're really invested? Immersive. It's so immersive. And yeah, I mean, I put like 400 hours into that game. Incredible stuff.
Yeah. Hold on. I want to go check what my
actual hours.
What my Steam hours are at for that right now, because it's still not an insane amount. Like, there's people who have played games a lot more than I've played that. That's for sure. I know people who have put insane amount of hours into games, but I'm just gonna check real quick for Baldur's Gate 3.
I think Dragon Quest was really cool. I think that was made by, what was it, Akira Toriyama? Dragon Ball?
He did the art. Yeah.
That's a really fun one. And then, you know, you got your Mega Man Battle Network. That's technically an RPG.
Oh, yeah.
It's a trading
true.
card JRPG battle sim. Pokemon's an
Oh
RPG.
man, speaking of which, you know what I'm playing right now on my phone? I'm playing the original Game Boy Color Pokemon trading card game.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Interesting.
such a good little game.
Yeah.
Weird. Oh, wow. I'm surprised you're playing the old one.
Oh yeah, the old one's so. I mean, I think
It's just funny.
I think they only made one.
They made 2.
Well, there's like new ones though too now.
There's the app.
Yeah, isn't there like you can actually battle on it and shit too?
They made
Yeah,
like
you can,
like
but
open
it's a simplified version of the TCG.
trading
Yeah,
card.
they made
Yeah.
2
But in
TCGs for the Game Boy. Yeah.
Boy.
Oh, there's
Yeah.
2 of them.
Yeah. I
believe
think the
so, yeah.
second one
I
has
don't think I've ever played the second.
you could walk around, you get a sprite that it looks like you get an overworld.
Usually in the first one.
Oh. I remember.
Yeah, in the first one you have a little map that you just go to the different gyms and you have a little sprite that walks around inside the card clubs. Sorry, not gyms.
Mhm.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
You still have to get badges. So
Yeah, but at the card club, not the gym.
yeah, it feels like the game feels like you're playing the original like beginning of Yu-Gi-Oh!
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Where it's just like the
Yeah.
card Yu-Gi's just in a card club and the different card clubs go and duel each other and it's like that's how it feels. Alright, so what about you, Della?
Yeah, I was like,
RPGs?
RPGs. I'm not. That's like the least. Like the older I've gotten, the less I've been interested in like slower paced games like RPGs.
Yep.
So I've been way more into like and things I can pick up and put down and then just like all right, cool, that was it, or you know.
Sure.
But I think one of my favorites, haven't played in like for a long time, but would be Earthbound. I think it's just very at the time, especially it was like so unique. I mean, now there's like Undertale and the other Delta somethings. I don't know. I haven't played. Yeah, which I believe those are like inspired by the Earthbound. But I just love that it's like you're just normal kids and like you're fighting like psychedelic shit and the music's very wonky and like cool at times and just like a lot of like, and also just like there's horror stuff in it with like Gygus and like just I don't know, it's like a very like some, I don't know why it makes me feel like it's like a nostalgic for summer kind of like these kids like, you know, like growing up doing something during summer break kind of thing. Like,
yeah,
I think I probably played it over summer too. I'm sure maybe that's why, but yeah, I think just Earthbound because I mean there's Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts, all the other big ones. But
yeah.
like outside of Earthbound, it's really just Pokemon, and then like I guess Fallout or something.
Oh, Fallout! No
Yeah,
shit, yeah,
but-
Fallout.
Fallout, yeah,
Fallout's
New
insane.
Vegas.
Yeah.
I barely got
Yeah.
into that a couple years
So-
ago.
Yeah, when I fell out of it, I'm just kidding.
I still a lot of people don't like it, but I still really like Fallout 4. I played a lot. I played that a
That's
lot.
a good one.
It's
They all
fine.
have their strengths
Yeah.
and weaknesses. That one's just
Yeah,
the strongest
exactly.
gameplay wise, I feel.
I think so. RPGs is hard for me because Pokemon is like almost its own separate
Yeah.
game category for
It's
me.
a monster catching
where
game.
it's just like
That's its own genre.
it's a monster catching game. Yeah,
Yeah, like
I would
Monster
say so.
Rancher and
At this point, now
Digimon.
that there's so many people who are trying to get in on it with Pal World and stuff, it really is its own genre.
Did you hear about them patenting?
I
the
did.
new
It's a very
Nintendo It's so
a lot of
fucking
people. It's interesting because
weird.
like it's not that I'm like for it or anything, but a lot of people like
No, yeah.
misrepresent it when they like report on it on TikTok and stuff, and they like they present it as if they've got a patent on all summoning monsters to make them fight games, which is not true. There's like a specific
What is it?
combination of usages of the characters and all this stuff that they has to come together to officially say you're encroaching on their patent. And because of that, it still is shitty that people are going to have to
Yeah.
limit their creativity and their game making because of this.
patents are never. Yeah,
Yeah, I think that's still dumb, but it's at least it's not as bad as people have been saying, where people are like saying,
Yeah.
"Oh, like Pokemon just made it like a
I-
illegal copyright law first to make a monster catching game that where people fight, where you make them fight."
Yeah.
It's like that's not true.
At least it's
I mean the way I'd heard it too was that it's like stuff like Dark Souls can't even have, like, because you can summon a person. Like, it was vague, what I'd heard, at least. Not that, like, they would go after them, but it's just like, that's like, yeah, but you have the patent, and, like, how do we trust you? Like, how, you say that now.
Yes. That's the biggest thing, is that
concern.
when this finally actually comes to a court case, we're going to find out if any of it's actually usable. Because that's because of the way patents work. They don't do anything on their own. They don't prevent anybody from doing anything. They just make it so that they give you grounds to sue them. So it really just is going to...
And then you have to argue, is it encroaching, or is it just something
It would
not?
be...
Or,
and then...
It would be similar to, like, the WB holding on to the Nemesis patent, right?
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
That still sucks so much.
There was the one for, like, the longest time where, like, loading screens couldn't have video games. I think Namco did that one, which is funny because it finally went out of, like, patent or whatever, like, expired. But it's like, there's no loading screens these days now anyways. Like,
true.
So it's like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah.
But yeah, other than, because Pokemon has its own genre to me, I have to say for RPG, it's hard, but I think I'm probably going to say Skyrim. Ultimately, even though I have 860 hours in Baldur's Gate 3,
Nice.
even so, I still think I have more hours of Skyrim total, and it's the only game that I've bought on 3
different
separate consoles. Nice. Including computers, so two consoles and a computer. So it's like the only game I've ever thought was worth it, to the point where I would purchase it multiple times just to keep playing the same game on the new system. It's just, what a gem. Just what an absolute, and the amount of, like, just, like, also jokes, memes, and internet culture that kind of has spawned from Skyrim too. Like,
oh yeah.
Granted, part of that's because they won't make a new game, but
well, no, they're making Elder Scrolls 6. Just gotta wait.
Supposedly,
like 5 years
for a billion years. Yeah. So Skyrim for sure.
Mm-hmm. Next category: sports games.
Pass.
Hey. No.
Actually,
let's do it. Sports games. Really
Mario
think about
3-on-3.
Mario.
Yes.
Hoops.
Yes. 3-on-3 hoops.
Mario
for the
Strike
DS.
Man Soccer.
Fucking. Yeah, there you go. See.
Is that a game?
Yeah, there is. Yeah, for
That's
SNES,
awesome.
I think. I mean, Mario Kart, if you count
That's
karting,
not a
like, as
fucking
sport.
Jesus.
That's a driving
It's a racing
game.
game.
I don't
It's
know.
a racing game. Yeah.
Sure. Okay. Sorry, I'm a racist. Jeez.
Hey, you never need to
Hold on.
apologize for that, right?
Here's the thing, because there are some good sporting games out there. Like you said, like,
Oh, are we actually talking about?
3-on-3,
NBA Jam.
Mario Tennis.
I didn't expect
Yeah, I
this
don't
actually.
really play sports.
No, any of the Mario ones.
Yes. No, come on. You've
I
played a
agree
few sports
with-
games. I mean,
Yeah.
I remember I played the original NBA 2K a lot on my Xbox. Just 2K the first time.
I loved NFL Blitz back in the day, NBA Jam.
Mhm.
I loved when they were more arcadey, and also when they were like good.
Yeah.
'Cause
Oh, you know
now-
what was sick?
yeah.
Backyard baseball.
UFC.
I haven't played that one, but I'm sure
Ooh,
UFC?
UFC. Yeah.
that's a fighting game. I'm just kidding.
You're right.
Yeah, it's kind of a cross. It's kind of a cross there.
Yeah, I mean,
I'd say
I
both. I'd say both.
I'm down to count it. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
down.
it's a man. It's actually a real man sport right
Mhm.
there.
It's real. It's not fake.
Exactly. But yeah, Rocket League.
Yeah.
It's not a race. You're in a car, but
No,
it's
no,
not a
it's-
race.
yeah.
So it's not a racing game. It's a sport. If
Yeah,
I've ever
no.
seen a sport, Rocket League is a sport.
Yeah, this is pod racing.
I think we should have real life Rocket League.
I think they do it. I've heard of people doing it.
No, we need rocket cars though.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's the only difference is they
Not
aren't flying
normal
up a
ass
freaking
cars.
Sure.
Yeah, no, they need to be in rockets.
All right.
All right.
I mean, sure.
Next genre. Favorite educational game.
Yeah. All right. So this one's
I'll
hard.
go
love
first.
Pajama
Mario.
Sam series.
Putt.
I'll. Yeah, Mario teaches typing and Math Blaster. I'm stealing those two.
That's a good one. I'm gonna go with Putt Putt. Putt Putt is real solid.
Yeah, I was like Pajama Sam, same shit. I mean, I think it's
Oh
the same.
yeah, yep. Reader
Those are
Rabbit. Oh, also Reader Rabbit. Honorable mention.
Leisure
The Reader
Leisure
Rabbit
Suit
games
Larry.
were solid.
Totally, yeah. Learned some sex stuff there.
All right, next genre.
And
Yeah,
the original Brain games for Nintendo DS.
That's the one I was trying to think. Funny enough, I was literally like, "What's the one?" It's like
Or Brain Age.
It's like
sorry.
It's like yeah. Literally, I was thinking about it, but I just couldn't remember the names. So I
Yeah,
just gave
Brain
up.
Age.
It's so funny. Nice.
All right. Next, let's do fighting game.
Okay.
Top of your
Yeah.
fighting game genre.
I think I will go with like it's been a while since I've played fighting games like
Sure.
regularly. Again, because I've just been like, let me pick up something that I'm like I can just whatever arcade. But I think my go-to would probably be Marvel vs. Capcom, like or that I guess if I could pick the whole collection, I'll pick that because it's like X-Men versus Street Fighter. Marvel vs. Capcom, MVC2 up to 3 even is
Like
great.
any version of Marvel characters versus Capcom characters is solid.
They're just super fun. I love the art style of the originals, especially.
Oh yeah.
And they're just like, for the longest time, I think like I don't know. To me, at least, it was like, oh shit, that's like the pinnacle of like fighting games. Like if you're good at that, you're like an actual professional gamer, like for fighting game, or for the longest time for me at least. Yeah, that's what.
Which that's
Hell yeah.
funny because I picked Mortal Kombat because I feel like it's easier to pick up.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's Mortal Kombat is that franchise in general. That's like a fighting series that I would pick up on my own and play on my free time. And then, there's Smash Bros, which is a social. I haven't played that in years, but yeah, that was much more of a social fighting game. I didn't really play too much of that on my free time.
Not for me.
Yeah, you were
Not the way I play.
You're the last person I played with.
No,
I
Mortal
believe.
Kombat was.
I'm more of an anti-social Smash player.
Yeah, the Mortal Kombat is like probably my second go-to for me. But yeah.
Well, obviously, my answer is Super Smash Brothers.
Nice.
In that,
That's a good one.
I've always
I miss
been
it.
dog shit at actual fighting games, actual like true side side fighter games. I'm usually pretty ass at. But Smash, I take it's fun enough that I'm okay with losing, and that is what makes the difference for me with the other fighting games. It's the only fighting game I get good at because it's fun enough that I was okay losing until I got good. So all the other fighting games, I feel so unequivocally overpowered and lost the whole time because I can't remember button combos that I'm just like I put the controller down and I'm like, nope, I think I'm out.
Yeah. Smash Melee especially was like I think the first game I ever did an all-nighter for, or like the first time I ever did an all-nighter in general.
Nice.
All right, next
Like with my cousin,
next genre, games that you've done all-nighters for.
Smash Bros.
Ooh.
Halo.
Mine was
Super Smash Brothers Brawl, Subspace Emissary.
Arkham City.
That one too.
I beat that in one sitting because I think it came out on my birthday, and I called that a school. But yeah, it was like
You called that a school.
oh yeah, called out of work.
That's funny.
Yeah, it took me like 8 or 9 hours, and then same thing for BioShock Infinite. Yeah, I played those games in one sitting.
Yeah.
Shit was awesome.
BioShock 2 for me was a one sitting game.
Nice.
Yeah. Whew.
Yeah, for me, it was anything social. So again, Smash Bros. Or Halo, because we would just be up, have food, just all night, just fucking.
Same. My friends would spend the night, and we would wait until the Black Ops Zombies DLC would come out, and it would be at like 3 or 5 a.m. And then we'd download it and then just play.
Hell yeah. Me when I did the Subspace Emissary for Brawl, I got Brawl, and then I think me and Viv did that together in one night.
Oh, nice.
I slept over at Viv's house, and we We did the entire Subspace Emissary. So
Yeah.
fucking good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I remember people complaining back then, but it's like I liked it actually. It was kind of fun to have like a story
loved it.
mode.
And it's like, and it
was-
had so
yeah.
many platforming sections, and it's like so nice
Yeah.
because so like the vast majority of the characters in like maybe not vast majority, but a lot of them originally were all platforming
Yeah.
Little
characters.
platformer. Yeah.
And like that was kind of the original like vibe to it, and it was like the
Yeah.
outliers were usually non-platformers. And I think the ratio did probably eventually shift to now it being
Yeah,
kind of
I don't
spread
know.
out, but still,
Still though, it's like the game itself is a platform
it's a platformer fighter.
So
yeah.
like yeah. I think it was one of those things where like I liked it. I wish it was just tighter. And I do wish it had like the enemies you fought were the enemies of like Bowser, like Koopas and the Kremlins from Donkey Kong, like
Instead of
Metroids.
new
It
Smash
just- yeah.
villains.
That was my one thing at the time, being like, I wish it was like, I don't know, like the Legion of Doom, but for Nintendo or some shit,
Oh.
like or something like the Justice
Ooh,
League,
that'd be
or just,
tight.
like Smash, and that's what they're like story wise. But it was cool though. I liked it regardless.
Yeah. Oh man, good memos. All right, next genre, I would have to say, what was the other one? Oh, I was gonna say like narrative games. So these are your Heavy Rain, Telltale,
Until Dawn.
Until Dawn. I would say Baldur's Gate 3 can kind of also go in this a little bit. It has the combat too, but it's also like so choice heavy. I guess not. This was like it's mostly really the games that are where like the two elements are pretty much making choices in the story and then like quick time entry. Like,
would you count point and clicks in this category
yeah.
too, or maybe depending on?
yeah, I probably would.
Like,
yeah,
because I was like, most of them I feel like they're like puzzle games, I guess, but like a lot of them, not all of them have choices though either, as other things. That's why I was not sure.
this would also include like L.A. Noire and like
okay.
Black
Yeah.
Sad and like detective games.
I think either The
Mhm.
Wolf Among Us. I mean, like you said, the Telltale stuff. So I'm thinking either Wolf Among Us or The Walking Dead Season 1. Because I think I never played the second one. But yeah, both of those were just... The Walking Dead was a very, very sad one. And Wolf Among Us
Yeah.
was really a really good mystery. Who done
Yeah.
it?
I loved the Wolf Among Us. Honestly, that was such a good playthrough
Yeah.
when I did that. I did Detroit Become Human. Y'all know I love that game.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
game's so fire. Oh man,
If
it's
there was a Smash Bros of Nate, that'd be the Luigi.
hell yeah. Oh my god, Marcus from Detroit Become Human. That'd be so sick.
versus like MTG character versus Pokemon.
And he would represent QuickTime entry games, and like all of his stuff somehow would be like QuickTime entry based. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, Detroit Become Human's probably the pinnacle of this genre. I will say honorable mention specifically to the Telltale for Game of Thrones for me.
What? They made
I
one?
loved that one. They did, and it was very
Huh.
good. And in my opinion, it was like I played that game and I was like, I was starving for more. I was like, this needs to be a whole series. Like using the Game of Thrones universe to make like a heavy choice making game on like managing your house and like the politics and stuff like that. Like they absolutely should have made a whole, like someone should have made a whole Game of Thrones game like that. That's just like the Telltale game. Cause sheesh.
Mm-hmm.
It works so well for, I guess, what's the word? Like backstabbing and stuff like that. Like
Mhm.
like political maneuvering.
So
Yeah, intrigue. Thank you. Political intrigue.
yeah, that reminds me. I haven't played any of the Telltale games, but it reminds me of the Batman one I remember watching, and that being interesting. It looked interesting. like the choices you can do.
I tried playing.
There's a Batman
Yeah, I
one?
tried
Oh, right,
playing the
there's a Telltale
Batman
Batman.
one. I couldn't.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was the headspace, but I just couldn't get into it at the time. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
think that's the only one I haven't played.
Well, you got work to do. I'm off now.
Yeah, I remember one year for Christmas, I asked my dad, I was like, just get me the Telltale collection. And it was like a collection
I
of
didn't
5
know
of
they did
them
that.
all in one big box. And I
Time.
was like,
Nice.
hell yeah, perfect gift. He was like, that's
Did
all you're
you-
getting. And I was like, don't care. That's perfect.
I think shout out to the Minecraft one where you can beat it without doing anything.
What?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Just kidding. No, just as a super best friend cast back in the day played it, and they literally like I think put the controller down and just watched it, and you'd get hurt in the game, but then you would just keep going. Like someone would inevitably still save you or something. So the story would just keep going. Like it was like a movie at that point, a bad movie at that point.
See, that's why Detroit Become Human so good. You let
Oh,
your
yeah.
character die, they die, and then they go, oh, sorry, you only have 2 characters now out of the 3.
Yeah.
Oh, you let another one die? Oh, you only have 1 character now. Good luck.
I will say the first one I played was Heavy Rain. Love that one.
Shut
That's like yeah, Jason.
Jason!
That Until Dawn. Those are probably like top 2 for that. PT, if that counts.
Do you?
I don't know if that counts.
Are you genre blind, Dala?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
sounds
I don't
like
see
it.
genre.
Yeah, you're
but
right.
There's
like,
different
point and
endings in
click-wise-
PT like this.
Kinda. Point and click wise, I'd probably go with Beneath the Still Sky.
Ooh, I've not played that.
Yeah, it's point and click. It was drawn from like the 90s or whatever. It's drawn by the guy that did Watchmen. It's very much like Blade Runner, but like not Blade Runner. It's like another
Cool.
cyberpunk-y dystopian future. It was fun.
Nice. Okay. Puzzle games. This is our,
PT.
I think this is the last one I had prepared.
Probably PT.
So-
It's a puzzle. You gotta
Makes
beat it.
sense.
Okay, hold on.
I'm joking. Just
Non-PT game. You're like, shooter, PT,
dude.
adventure, PT, RPG, PT.
Racist games? PT. Just kidding. Sorry, racing. I meant racing. No,
There you go. There you go.
it's a puzzle.
Yep, puzzle games.
So I can go straight off the bat. Baba Is You is amazing.
Oh,
puzzle
God,
game.
that's such a good
It's-
game.
It's because I don't know. I love me a puzzle
Infuriating,
game. It's
but
yeah,
so
but
good.
it's like when you get it, you feel so. Or I don't know about you, but I feel so smart when I am able
True.
to figure one out. And I could sit there for an hour, like on one puzzle, and like not get tired, or like I'll put it away and then I'll get. Oh, I always the only game I've been playing on my Switch for the past like year is Baba Is You every now and then, like straight up.
Mhm.
I'm like, oh, let me like break out the Baba Is You and give it another crack at that. You know, I miss
And
it.
rightfully so. That game is
Yeah.
so fun and interesting, and it's so fresh. I feel like it's such like a
Oh, so
talk about
unique.
intuitive learning. The whole game
Yeah,
is about
exactly.
intuitive learning
Mhm.
structures
Ex-
and how to
100%.
how to lead
how to code.
to conclusion
how to
and how to
fucking-
code. Yeah, true.
It's literally how to code. Like it's teaching you how to, in a sense. I do need to play. I haven't played it, but there's like a spin-off sequel where he's in a mech suit that's like Into the Breach style, I believe. But it's also Into the Breach mixed with Baba Is You.
That's
So
crazy.
I still need to play it though. But yeah, that's definitely my go-to. Like I said, it's the only thing I've been playing on my Switch.
I don't play too many puzzle games or games just that are strictly puzzle games, strictly rhythm
Mhm.
games, stuff like that. Like
Right.
but I think that's because I get my fix from the horror kind of genre.
Resident
yeah.
Evil.
From Resident
Resident-
Evil. Yeah, that's
Resident
fair.
Evil,
so many
Silent
keys and
Hill.
puzzles.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You have to.
I think puzzles is key for a lot of the survival horror games.
So far, Silent Hill has much more intricate puzzles.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
there's a piano puzzle in the first Silent Hill I love. Yeah, sorry.
Ooh. Like you have to like play the right tune.
Yeah, it gives you like a poem that's like, so it's a piano, so it's black and white keys. So it gives you a poem about birds flying, and each bird is either black or white type of bird. So you have to know if the bird is a crow or a raven. It's probably a black key, but if it's a dove, it's like a white key. And then it's like
Okay.
the raven flew to in front of, so it's like I
That's
love the
cool.
like reasoning you have to do there.
I like that a lot. I'd say for me, Portal 2 is Portal in general.
Yeah.
Is a big one. Really like that game. And also honorable mentions to A of all, Pokemon Puzzle League. It was just like Bejeweled-esque N64 falling block. Kind of Tetris-y.
It's just another game, which is with Pokemon.
Yeah, it's just kind of Tetris, but there's Pokemon,
and
you get to choose which type of Pokemon you use for your battle, and that will determine what type of blocks you drop on the other person when you get combos, and type effectiveness matters. So
so it's a little more intricate.
Yeah, it's got a little Pokemon flair. All right, that's honorable mention number 1. Honorable mention number 2 is The Witness. Played it on my PS4. Very good game. Really hard to not get sleepy while playing because they just play calm, soothing music the entire time, and the whole game's thing is that you don't come into contact with people. It's just stuff. And it's just
Mist.
Yeah, it makes me. It was so hard to get through because even though it was genuinely great puzzles and super interesting, I nodded off. It was
fair.
Too comfy, too cozy gaming.
I feel that.
I'm...
Alright, I think that was all the genres I had.
I'm nodding off right now.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think it's time we tuck our sleepy Gib into bed and get a warm glass of milk.
Ooh.
And then accidentally look at your phone for too long and stay up until 2 a.m. anyways.
Oh, let's do some plugs instead.
Playing Baba Is You.
Let's do some plugs instead, yeah.
Gibbledang. That's it.
Boom.
I was like, follow us at No Dumb Idea on Instagram, YouTube, and anywhere else you get podcasts. Be sure to subscribe, like, share. Send it to all your friends and enemies alike.
Especially your enemies.
Yeah, let it play it while they sleep without them knowing. Sneak into their house, and that way it works its way into their dreams. Yeah. And they're forced to listen to us out of curiosity.
I'd say play this podcast while you play Baba Is You. It'll help.
It'll help. It will definitely. It'll help you ignore what we're saying.
Does off
in a
to
way.
Have Baba Is You happening.
Yeah. It'll help in a way. Whatever way you need, it will help.
All right. Good night, y'all.
Thanks, everybody. Good night.
Thank you for listening to No Dumb Idea.